The decay resists a sword. Oh shit! Hello everybody, I am Flameless Soul and I welcome you back to Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Before we get started, I implore you to leave a like if you enjoy the video, and if you feel like you might have missed something, right there in the cards, as well as down in the description you can find a link to the playlist. By the way, down in the description there's also a link to our Discord, so come have fun with us. Today I want to talk about only the Wisps knew the way forward. Cool. I want to talk about to restore what had been lost. Guides that forget where they started. They're supposed to be beginner guides or simple, easy to follow guides. And they forget what they actually started out. Like, the person making the guide forgets what they started out as and how they actually achieved what they are now making a guide for. Had to check up there. So we got fancy little sculpture of some kind. Across many lands it is always the same. For every spirit tree a light, for every light a tree. Always existing in balance. The light alone is nothing without its vessel. So what happened to you guys' light? I know in Nibel, what happened was that Ori disappeared and Ori was supposed to be the next light. And in searching for Ori, the existing light sorta lost, collapsed, died? I don't know. But a great example of this is actually in fitness content. Like, I see all these guides all the time about, like, how to get abs, how to bench 250. What you gonna say? But while light is eternal, no tree can last forever. When the willow grew old and her branches barren, she could no longer care for her light. It shattered, and we became mere wisps of what once was. So the tree is what determines the end point for these guys, not the... So wait, does that mean that the light is different from spirits? That's sort of the feeling I'm getting, that the light is separate from the spirits. You see these guides, and, like, everyone knows the, like, the pictures you'll see on occasion that are like, oh, this character's, workout routine, and, or, this, like, how to do this in this many days, right? The willow's children, the spirits of Nwyn, suffered in the decay. The land was buried in darkness and ruin. The spirits were no more, and all seemed lost. Yeah, I can imagine. Like, if your world depends on something and it suddenly disappears, like, everything might seem to have come to an end. Why is this place like a history lesson? But it was foretold that hope would come. Hope would open our eyes to see through the darkness. Hope would return the memory of what was forgotten and bring us strength when we were weak. That is how the world heals. That is how the cycle continues. So is Ori that hope in this case? Yeah, why is this place a history lesson? That's missing. The Gorlek builders knew that all things broken could be pieced back together. Here they protected the most fragile wisp, the heart of the forest. We sense its presence nearby, Ori. The light will be whole once more. Like, I'm pretty sure all of you have seen something like that. And they always have, like, they always specify numbers and exercises. They're like, okay, do 30 sets of this with, like, X amount of it's repetitions, right? That's what reps stands for? I don't actually know. Oh, it's this. I'm missing this. I'm supposed to attack that. Okay. Yeah, no, that was dumb of me. I should have noticed that a lot sooner. And whenever you actually try to do the person who, like, the person who makes the post says this is their nightly routine, right? So if you assume that they do this nightly, whenever you try and do their nightly routine, you fail. You can't do it. You get exhausted, you get ridiculously sore, you feel broken at the end of it. It feels impossible, right? And the reason for that is this is their current nightly routine. I don't know what's going on here, but it looks super cool. Looks amazing. I love it. I don't know what's going on, but I like it. Lots of, are they one now? Does this light, like, block? What happened? With the spirit willows passing, my light faltered. Now I am whole once more. I am seer. Did I pronounce that right? The willow awaits us, Ori. We must go. But the only way there is... Rumble, rumble! Why are you here? Why are you pissed at me? I didn't do anything to you! Okay, got it. Can't beat that. Okay, I failed. And that's that is their current nightly routine, right? That is what they currently do on a nightly basis. Them as someone who is trained to an extent, obviously. Okay, I'm fucked. I fucked that up. Having this bound to control is really bizarre because I want to hit shift to sprint forward. But I can't. And you are entirely, well, I won't say entirely because I don't know who you are. You might be entirely a beginner, you might not. But you are not the trained, physically fit individual making the content. You are you. I fucked up there twice now. But I've reached there twice. That's how I should think of it. Okay, made it. I see it super frequently, and obviously you're not going to be able to do the same level of exercise as someone who trains in this on a daily basis. Like, they do this on a daily basis, and you're just starting out. obviously you're not going to be able to do what they do. Because you are not someone who's insanely physically trained to be able to do those things. You are a individual who practices I see. I actually was supposed to hold off on progressing forward. Okay. Okay, back here. Ugh! Alright, we made it here. Okay, finally, making progress. Alright, there we go. I don't know what we're gonna do here, but oh, it squished itself. Okay, that's perfect. That is amazing. Alright. It's going down. Oh, I just need to go to the right. Left. That's left. And it's what I think is happening, because a lot of these things, obviously this is not a beginner's exercise, or it's not a beginner's method. It's not something, so like the guides that are like, oh, how to gain 1 million subs in a week. A lot of the time they say something that isn't possible for someone who's just starting out. There it is, Zori. The willow, mother of light. Only the weeping something something. I spent too much time talking, I'm sorry. Light is restored. Alright, we're gonna just teleport over here. And it makes me wonder if these people have forgotten where they started. They have forgotten that time when they could barely do a push-up, or they could barely do 10 push-ups, or wherever it is they started. They have forgotten that. That feeling of being unable to progress. That feeling of being stuck. They have forgotten that feeling. Are you gonna... Is she... Okay. Yep, I'm cool with that. Do it again! Yeah, do it! Aw, Ori's too kind. Ori's too nice. Of course, Ori's like, yeah, no, don't do it again. That's not a... That's... blinded by her past. Shriek rejected the warmth she once sought. I'm guessing that's where I need to go. Alright, yep, this is where I need to go. Wait, why did that... why did that teleport me? The Weeping Ridge. So this is... that's what she said. Something Weeping Ridge, yada yada. Because... And if they haven't forgotten where it is that they started, if they truly just believe that a beginner should be capable of what they are saying a beginner should be capable of, why are they so deluded? What is leaving them so deluded? Is it that they actually were that capable when they first started? Were they just a genius when they started, and that's why they believe they can just make this guide and tell people how to go forward? Oh, I died. Or is it, rather than they've forgotten where they started, it's that they are trying to delude you and prevent you from making that progress for one reason or another. That is not as common in the exercise industry, like exercise type content, as in other content. So, guides on like how to make $1 million, how to start your own business, how to become a millionaire, yada yada. All those guides, you'll see it frequently that they are actually designed in a way that if you follow them, you will never achieve what you are trying to. Because they are designed to lie to you, to tell you that it's possible to do whatever using this method, when it's not actually possible to do whatever using that method. It takes... So wait, is there another one over here that I can jump through? So it would have taken me a while, but I could have just walked up the edge. Alright. Oh, God! Why? Okay, I'm gonna die. Or even if not intentionally designed to lie to you, they are not trying to help you. They're saying what, for example, what they did, when they know what they did is not viable for most people, for the simple fact of they got lucky, or they had a different starting point than you would. What are we getting this time? I don't know. What are we getting? Launch. Okay. I guess that's highly beneficial. Oh, you can only do it once per thing. Guess that makes sense. Alrighty, cool beans. I just fucking killed myself! I spent the entire trip just to be able to jump a little higher. I see. That's... Yeah. So if you pay attention, you will actually notice the people who remember where they started. They remember that beginning when maybe they couldn't do a pull-up, or maybe they couldn't make any content whatsoever. Maybe they barely had a job, or whatever. Whatever their starting point is, they remember it, and they remember everything that they went through to get past that moment. Or they don't remember, and they are just telling you what they do now, and what they do now is not viable for you to do as a beginner. For example, some people can't do a pull-up, right? And a lot of those exercise guides will tell you, like, okay, do X amount of pull-ups in as your daily routine. And it's like, okay, I can do a pull-up, but for the sake of argument, I can't do a pull-up. How the fuck am I supposed to do this daily routine when a piece of this daily routine is something I cannot do? Do I just give up? What happens here? Okay. And the answer is no, you don't just give up. Well, you give up on that daily routine, because that routine's not your routine. That's not the one you gotta follow. No, the one you have to follow is... you haven't found it yet. You need to find what exercise you are capable of doing. For example, I found a guy who... the reason I use pull-up is because I found a guy who actually suggested beginner exercises that were beginner exercises for people who cannot do what others consider the minimum, right? His suggestion was, you can do a pull-up. Wall pull-ups are easy. And he showed wall pull-ups, where you put your toes up against the wall, you lean back, and you pull yourself off of, like, the pillar or something. As the end draw near. Drew, not draw. All plus paths led to the Spirit Willow. So, we got Nomu. I believe that's Nomu coming to help us. Willow's End. Right. And he suggested a course of action that would actually allow you to improve okay, that... I didn't deserve that, but thank you. Can't touch the water either. I'm fucked. I don't like that. Don't do that to me. Thank you. And that course of action was basically do these different types of pull-ups in these amounts until you can move on to a more difficult exercise. God damn it. And it keeps spawning me over here, which is pissing me off. Okay, we're just gonna go up first, because thing keeps spawning us over there, and it's really upsetting. Alright. Made it over here. Perfect. Game saved. That was significantly less annoying. What the hell are you doing here, Lupo? That stone tablet you have there looks familiar. Why, that might be part of the map stone. Legend says it reveals the location of countless riches. Might bear venturing into the ancient ruins to see if those rumors are true. When did I get the map stone, by the way? I know I have one, like I remembered that, but I don't remember getting it. Of course, the way forward is still over here. Can I ask you for a map? I moved on, but here we are under the roots of the grass, of the great willow, not the grass, that once gave life to this land. I just didn't know, Ori. I didn't realize the decay had cut to the very heart of Nawin. Seeing this, Talk was right to be worried. And look, I usually do charge my services, but given the circumstances, this one's on me. Much obliged. This is the perfect chance to charge me! This is it. This is what I want to do. Can't do that, so I need to go somewhere else to get through that. Alright, I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going somewhere! I really don't know where I'm trying to go, but it's probably somewhere. Okay. Alright, I really don't know where I'm trying to go. Am I just trying to get rid of rot? I think I'm just trying to get rid of the rot in certain parts of... Yes, I'm just trying to get rid of the decay. Okay. This is significantly harder than it looks. Because I have to make sure that I do it in a way that allows me to make it out before certain things come to pass. Like, that guy's going to fire right there. But if I don't know how to describe what issue I was having. Alright, we can go this way now, right? The decay resists a sword. Oh, shit! The way to the Spirit Willow is blocked. Alright, that's fair. Don't know what you're doing that for. We will actually work on freeing the spirit will next time. So let me know, what is an example that you ran into where the person was giving you a guide or instructions, but it was based off of their ability, not your ability. They were saying it was meant for beginners, but it was blatantly not beginner friendly. It was expecting more than the absolute minimum of someone. Because for it to be beginner friendly, you must make it to where you must expect that they are unable to do it, know nothing, or at most have heard of the topic. That is true beginner friendly when giving a guide. Like, I've run into this game where I was not aware of where to go to access Boar's Reach. And guides were expecting that I knew where to go for it and starting at the bear when I needed them to start further back in order to tell me where to go. So, let me know if you've run into that. And if you have, I'm sorry. It really sucks to run into it. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like down below, as well as subscribe if you haven't already. And remember, guys, smile. Because even if the current guide that you're trying to follow isn't possible, there's one out there for you. Right? I've been Flameless Soul, and I hope y'all enjoyed. Goodbye, guys.